The fortress quickly, stock up on supplies, reinforce the guard and drill the troops. But I'm grateful to you, friends. Wait here. I'll have the best wine I have brought to you. Bring that red from Burgundy right away.
You might want to save some for Jobst.
I'll gladly risk his displeasure for this occasion.
It seems we both have the same opinion of Jobst, eh?
Well, that is, I wouldn't dream of disrespecting the
Playing it cautious, that's
Where
fine.
do you know him from?
I don't really know him as such. We merely know each other due to my original trade.
Yes, I've heard of you. They say you used to be, well...
Yes, a bandit. It's no secret, sir. King Wenceslas even put a price on my head once. And Catherine here, she...
I'm sure that's of no interest to the noble gentleman. And anyway, if anyone knows Jobst well, it's Henry here. You two are quite on friendly terms, aren't you?
Well, we only met once, in fact. When he came to see Lord Hanush in Rattay.
Anyway, we're straying a little from the point. As I said, one of the reasons we came here is to warn you. And the other reason goes by the name of Hinnek, the Dry Devil. Where is he?
Well, he was here for a while, at my invitation.
Was here? So he's gone?
Where did he go?
I couldn't say. He didn't part quite on the best of terms.
That's quite normal for him. Don't take it to heart, sir.
I had no issue with him. It's more about Margrave Jobst. When he met Hinnek, he was somewhat disturbed.
I can't say I'm surprised. They quarreled, did they?
Let's just say that after an exchange of opinions, they agreed it would be best if they saw as little of each other as possible. I'm sure if you're interested in the details, the Margrave will explain it to you himself.
I'd be very surprised.
Why is Jobst taking such risks? He almost put himself in Sigismund's reach. What for?
To do what he's been doing all his life. Scheming.
One could put it that way. He's seeking allies amongst the undecided lords, and winning over to our side some of the ones who've sided with Sigismund so far.
He wants to make deals with turncoats?
Alas, that's the way it goes in politics. The majority lean towards the side where they expect the least problems. Just between us, I'm not too pleased myself about Jobst's strategy, and I'm the last one who'd wish for violence.
What was Dry Devil doing here, anyway?
Waging war, if you can call it that. He ambushed 3 of Sigismund's supply caravans and a troop of Cumans in these parts alone. It made me a little nervous. If anyone found out he was hiding out here, in the end, it was Jobst himself who sorted it out. He told Hinnek he had to stop because he was interfering with his plans.
What do you think about all of this, sir? Sigismund, Wenceslas, Jobst?
What kind of question is that? Do you doubt my loyalty to our king?
No, that's not how I meant it.
Henry here sometimes forgets to weigh his words, sir.
That's all right. To be frank, we all know that King Wenceslas isn't the great man his father Charles was. But that is the way of the world. History is full of kings who didn't know how to wear the crown. The blood running in their veins is more important than what's in their heads. He's not a capable ruler. What of it? In my opinion, kingship is above all a guarantee of divine peace. A sovereign's greatest asset is his legitimacy.
But what if the sovereign is truly bad? If he's mad, say?
I'll put it this way. Nobody lives forever, lad.
Least
Right,
of all
fair enough.
bad kings. Isn't that right, sir?
So, what about us? What do we do now?
The Margrave will certainly want to talk to you, but the earliest he'll be back at the fortress will be tomorrow. I hope until then, you won't refuse my offer of a bed for the night.
Just an offer. So you'd let us leave if we wanted to.
Well, the Margrave did ask me to look after you until he returns. for the sake of security.
Right.
Who's security?
Good question. Yours, I expect.
Ah, so be it. I couldn't take another step anyway.
Sir, there's still one more thing we came for. Lord von Bergov is holding my lord, Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, hostage. And we also have to warn Jobst's ally, John of Liechtenstein. Do you know anything about those two?
Sorry, I don't. I didn't even know von Bergau had come here until you told me. And I've heard nothing about Lord Liechtenstein.
Which is actually good news. If he'd been caught and executed, the word would be all over the region. So there's a strong hope he's alive.
Thank you for the warm welcome, Lord Pisek.
It's the least I could do, lad. My fortress is open to all the king's supporters, even if that does make it a bit crammed.
I suppose I ought to get to bed. Where can I sleep, sir?
I had some chambers prepared for all of you. Yours is right here in the palace.
Oh,
Cross that corridor
all the stables.
and go up the stairs. You can't miss it. There's a garland above the door. But first, eat your fill, all of you. And maybe...
Yes, bath.
Maybe you'd like to bathe before going to bed. I told my servant Susanna to prepare baths for you. The baths are in the little house in the courtyard, right next to the well.
Bath is good. It's a boy. It's been forever.
Here, Mutt!
Oy vey.
You silly dog.
Up, girl.
Greetings.
Show me your wares.
You're a bit picky, aren't you?
Lord Pisek said we could have a bath here?
Yes, sir. I prepared the hot water and fragrant oils myself. And I'll wash your clothes as well.
I could get used to this.
If sir will allow, I'll help you undress.
Kind master.
Wait, why am I wearing all this trash gear? Where's my gear? Actually, none of that got washed.
Hey, doggy.
I'll leave this on until I can get it washed, because otherwise there's no bloody point. Who the hell are you?
Abend, wie kann ich dir helfen?
I heard Kuttenberg surrendered to Sigismund, and his army is running amok here in the area.
They are. These dreckigen Hurensöhne are angry, you see? They thought they would rake in the silver from the Kuttenberg mines. But they couldn't have been more wrong. Sigismund kept all the treasure for himself. Why should he pay them out of his own pocket when the local lords are feeding them?
What? I don't understand.
Dann pass mal auf. As soon as the soldiers began looting the villages around the city, the local nobility quickly decided it's better to pay them Lösegeld.
So that Hungarian bastard is getting rich, while the locals feed his army.
Das trifft den Nagel auf den Kopf. And yet, that carrot-top Schweinehund lets the monks in the Zealots monastery fuss over him while he receives legations from the whole kingdom.
Do you know by chance how to get into that monastery where Sigismund is staying?
Wie bitte? Hast du den Verstand verloren? You can forget about that. You won't get in there. And listen closely to what I tell you. I don't know what you're planning, but I'll give you some good advice. Leave Sigismund alone. The wheels of justice grind slowly, but surely. You'll see. You'd better be glad you still have your head.
I need to top up my supplies. Where could I find some merchants here?
You'd be better off asking the innkeeper Slivka in the village.
Okay.
That's no surprise, because he makes such good spirits.
Did Sigismund also attack Suchdol?
Oh yes, as soon as he got here. But my men know what to do. Mit der Hilfe Gottes, we fended him off and forced him to negotiate. Mein Herr Peter, however, had to pay him a fat Lösegeld to leave us in peace. The villagers in the vicinity fared even worse.
Yeah, being outside the walls.
They
Well,
raised Meseles and Opatovitz. There was nothing left but ashes and stones. They haven't been here since then, but who knows what tomorrow may bring. Der Teufel soll Sigismund holen.
How do things work around here? Is there something I should be wary of?
Not really, except for the Sigismund military camp at Opatovitz. And it isn't really all that safe in the raised villages either. These Banditenbanden have settled in there. A bunch of dossers who'll easily cut your throat for a piece of bread.
Where did you say Sigismund's are?
They've occupied the hill above the main road near Kuttenberg.
okay.
No one could just come and help the town. When you walk out of the village and look toward Opatovitz, you should see the flags flying above their camp. Pah, that Hungarian camp is like a boil. It's just festering and we just can't get rid of it.
How do I get to Kuttenberg from here?
Das ist nicht schwer. You just
Main
take
road.
them, or
Got
you
it.
can also follow your nose. There, the smell.
How's it going, Captain?
Sehr interessant. I thought you were helping Siska.
What of it? So is there anything you need a hand with, Frenzel?
Zum Glück nicht. Nothing urgent. If you're looking for einen Pfuschen, try your luck elsewhere. Möge Gott mit dir sein. Gott segne dich.
Is there nowhere I can actually just wash my clothes?
How can I help?
Get out of the way, dog. God, I hate how dark it is in these bloody halls here.
God be with him and with you.
Freaking see something. Out of the way, bud. Hang on, maybe I can talk to some of the others.
What do you think of Lord Pisek?
He's a real man, at least. Noble and good-mannered. But I hope his age has weakened his hearing. You should be ashamed of yourself asking about him when he's right next to us.
I didn't realize he was in the room.
What do you plan to do now?
What do you think? Have a proper meal and then go and lie down?
I doubt it, but I'll give it a go.
May I join you?
You should go and have that bath. Ideally,
Fair enough.
What happened at Nebakov? After the Praguers took the fortress?
you're asking me?
Of course. I know you weren't there, but maybe you heard something. You know what goes on, right? I only remember that diabolical shot. Nothing after that.
That must have been really terrible. I heard the shot all the way from Troskowitz. I'm afraid all I know is when they took the fortress.
Oh no, that
Alex's
means
men
Clara's
killed
probably.
everyone they found there.
Aw.
I'm sorry, but most of ours got left behind there.
There was this healer called Clara there.
A girl of yours?
Maybe. She was really kind to me. Oh, my God.
Wait, maybe Maybe she managed to save herself? Nobody would hang a young girl like that, would they?
No, they'd probably do worse, unfortunately.
Sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
Don't apologize. It's not your fault.
You have to live every day like it's going to be your last. That's all you can do in our trade.
Do you know if Michael, the adjutant, survived?
I'm afraid I do know. Zhishka said the shot killed him on the spot.
Ah,
Did you know him?
Aye. He was a good man. He saved my life once.
I didn't know that. Do you want to talk about it?
Not now, thanks. Some other time, maybe.
Thank you. That's all.
I'm sorry I can't.
No, that's all right. Thanks. Any orders, Captain?
Now, eat and sleep. I'm not sure how long they'll treat us this well, so make the most of it.
How are you?
Much better with hot food in my belly. But a pitcher of wine would be the best remedy.
Don't overdo it, though. Better to lose one eye than drink yourself blind. I know we're in Sukdal, and that this fortress belongs to you, but I don't know anything else about it. Or about this area.
It's not exactly a royal castle, as you can see. You'll find dozens of such fortresses around Kuttenberg. As the town grew richer, many burghers wanted to climb the social ladder to join the nobility. They bought land and built fortresses. Kuttenberg is surrounded by plains, so they've been springing up like mushrooms after the rain.
I mean no discourtesy, but...
Fret not, I take no offense. I can tell you come from far away. Everyone here in the region knows me. I used to be the mint master, the king's official who oversees the Italian court, where the Prague Russian is minted out of Kuttenberg silver.
That sounds important.
Indeed it is. And that is why Sigismund stripped me of my office as soon as he took control of Kuttenberg.
actually. Rightio. No, don't get ahead of me.
I'm sorry.
You should be. Oh, you. Out of my way. Oh, it's all my kit. Nice. Drop that off. Don't need you. I'll wait with that until I actually get to wear my own stuff again. Oh look, I have my own little privy as well. Reading these might not give you skill points, but they'll might give you knowledge. Conversations. No time to lose. Got it. Fine. Ooh, 12 hours sleep. God damn. I could have definitely read in that. All nightmares, eh?
So you got your revenge. Father, did it make you feel any better?
Not really.
It did. So what comes next?
Mark von Aulitz is next. Then von Berghoff.
And is that what you really want, son?
No!
No matter how many people you kill, you can't change what's happened.
It's what I want.
Are you sure, Henry?
Can I bring myself back from this path?
What's happening? Why are you waking me up? You again?
Yes, the Margrave is calling for you, sir. You and the other gent.
You mean Zizka?
I suppose. I don't know what his name is, but he's waiting down in the courtyard. I'm just on my way to tend to his wounds.
And what about Catherine?
That's the good wife who arrived with you? I don't know. I think I saw her with our captain.
Oh, very well. I'll go now.
Before you go, I brought you something for breakfast.
That's nice of
In
you.
case you're hungry. Oh, have I been too bold?
No, definitely not. Thank you. Do you need anything else?
No, sir.
So, why are you standing here?
You haven't dismissed me, sir.
I'm not a nobleman. You don't have to stand on ceremony with me.
I do, since you're a guest of the Margrave, sir. May I leave?
That is... yes, of course.
Thank you, sir.
Well, put on some bloody clothes, you. Oh, I do like that blue hood. I don't like that. I don't like that either. Blue doesn't really go well with that. Put on some spectacles? No. No. I will pass. Thanks.
Greetings, friend.
Good day. Christ almighty.
I'm sorry.
How'd you get up here, dog? Why is this god-awful castle so dark?
Careful.
You see, meine Dame, We aren't idle here. My men train like that every day.
Admirable. If Sig is...
Hang on. Boom, 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 boom. Now we don't smell to high heaven. Then we have a fox one.
And his army have... Lo, the Worth Henry of Skalitz. I'm just holding a discussion with the captain here about his desolate fortress.
That's not how I'd put it. In the end, as my großvater said, the strength of a castle is measured by its garrison. And mine is one of the best in the region. What do you say, lad? Am I right?
Aye. I have to admit, the soldiers here look pretty fearsome. I wouldn't want to come up against them in battle.
I get the feeling you'd run instead of facing them, though. Eh?
Leave him be, meine Dame. Nobody with any sense would take on my men.
Now look here, I was just being polite. I'd happily take on your men.
She just goaded me into
fancy
it.
yourself a knight?
Come, Junge. We'll stuff your clothes with straw, so you don't come to any harm, and let you have a go against one of ours. Pulcock, come here. The first
Sorry, what'd you call him?
bleed loses.
I don't think she cares about the duel. She just wanted to, yeah, show off.
Excellent, Henry.
It was nothing.
Gut gemacht. You have my admiration. You really are good with the sword. I hope my idiots learned a thing or two from you.
You should receive some kind of reward for that feat.
And what rewards would you have in mind?
I was rearranging our saddlebags, and I remembered I took a small memento from Trotsky.
Oh. What is it?
A hunting crossbow. I even think it's von Berghoff's. I was meaning to sell it, but...
I mean, I'll take it.
Better.
My word. Thank you. I better go and find Zizka. The Margrave is expecting us.
I saw Zhishka next to the stables. There was some girl hanging around him.
Girl.
Do you want to come with us to see Jobst?
Not really. I'll go and pack my things instead. I have a feeling we'll have to leave soon.
Why did
Why?
A woman's intuition.
it made me change my kit again? Thank you. An actual crossbow that's nicer than mine. See, this one's only a tier 3. I can make 4s. But whatever.
Greetings. What brings you here?
How are you, dear good wife?
All the better for being greeted so respectfully. But I hope my husband didn't hear you. He's terribly jealous and he could have you whipped. He's the captain here, you know.
Whipped. Cool, whipped.
You wouldn't happen to know where Lord Hinnek of Kunstad went, would you? He was a guest here.
I don't know, but I hope as far away as possible. That animal almost raised his hand to the Margrave.
What? How did that happen?
A respectable woman doesn't talk about that kind of thing. But if it hadn't been for my husband, he'd have been at his throat, believe you me.
I beg your pardon, milady, but I'm asking because I've just arrived and I'd like to know more about this region.
If it's mercenary work you're interested in, you'll have to ask.
Okay.
God be with you.
And with you.